Alright, starting on this slide, you'll notice that before we had plus signs between here, and now I have subtraction. So I'm going to be finding the difference in each of these. Again, there's a 1 that sits out front. So this first one does not change. It's still v cubed plus 6v squared minus v. However, the second one, there's really a negative 1 that's being distributed through. So what I really have, if I would change my signs, and I'm going to do that in red, to plus the opposite. I have a negative 1 times 9, which is negative 9v cubed. I change my signs here. I have a negative 1 times a negative 7, which is a positive 7v squared. And then I have a negative 1 times a 3, which is a negative 3v. So you can think about distributing a negative through, or if I show you by erasing this stuff again, really what we're doing is we are just changing the signs. So this was a positive 9, now it's a negative 9. This was a negative 7, now it's a positive 7. This was a positive 3, now it's a negative 3. And that's again because you're distributing this negative through. So now I'm going to add like terms. I have a 1v cubed and a negative 9v cubed, which would be a negative 8v cubed. I have a 6v squared and a 7v squared, which is a 13v squared. And then I have a negative 1 and a negative 3v, which gives me a negative 4v. My next difference problem, again, I'm going to be distributing a negative through. So this first one doesn't change because it has a 1 out front, so it does not change. The second one changes. I'm distributing a negative through, so I have 2, a positive 2. It becomes a negative 2 because I'm distributing a negative through. I have a positive 1, which becomes a negative v squared because I'm distributing a negative through. I am going to change my signs to plus the opposite before I start adding my like terms. And then I'm going to look for d cubes. So I have 2 d cubes here. I've got 30 and negative 2, which is 28 d cubed. I have negative 29 and negative 1, which is a negative 30 d squared. And then I just have this negative 3d left over. Let's do 2 more of these. In this next one, I have a negative I'm distributing through. So I've got 4x squared plus 5x plus 1. And then I'm distributing a negative through, so I've got a negative 6x squared, a negative x, and a negative 8. So when I add my like terms, I get a negative 2x squared, 5x and negative x is positive 4x, and then a 1 and a negative 8 is a negative 7. Last problem. Again, distributing a negative through, subtracting each one. So I've got a 10p to the second plus 5. I have a negative 7p squared. It was positive 7, now it's negative. I have a negative times a negative, which makes a positive 2. And I have a negative times a positive, which is a negative 3. So it was positive, now it's negative. It was negative, now it's positive. It was positive, now it's negative. All you're really doing is changing each of the signs when you're distributing the negative through. 10p squared and negative 7p squared is 3p squared. I have a 2p, and I have 5 and negative 3, which gives me 2.